This is a annual performance appraisal time in most of the organization, and every employee, whether it is you or me, want the highest rating. And why not? Because our increment, our bonus, our promotions and future career progression depends on this rating. So in this video, I am going to share with you some useful practical insight which might help you in scoring and getting better performance rating this year. The whole video I have divided in 3 parts. First, what you should do before the performance appraisal discussions. The second part is what you should do during the discussions with your manager and reviewer. And the third part is what you should do after the discussions are over. So if we talk about performance appraisal system, mostly in most of the organization, every employee is bucketed into few parts. Whether you call it bell curve or you call it relative ranking or forced ranking or weighted average ranking. It's all more or less from your perspective, all these are same. Every employee is going to be bucketed in a say A plus, A, B, C, D, or some organization call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Some can put it in a percentile of 95 and above percentile, 70 and above percentile, 50 to 70 percentile, and so on and so forth. And the top performer of any organization is going to be between 5% to 20%. An objective and tips in this video is that what should you do so that you are among that 20%. So let's start with what you should do before the meeting. The first important tip before you go for any performance appraisal discussion with your manager is to create a success file. Don't just talk, because all the team members will be talking about good things they have done. Nobody speaks bad about their performance. You would see that even the worst performer of any company in that discussion will mention that he's the best performer. So instead of talking, create a success file. It's like a portfolio. In that success file, you should have all the achievements which you have done. So you have any specific customer win, if you have done any collaboration project, if you have done any innovation project, if you did any project for any other functions, you collaborated with any other functions which are a little unique in nature, which you can project as your achievement. And this could be in a hard copy. You can also create this in a PowerPoint presentation. You can also prepare in an Excel sheet or in a Word file. But having a success file which mentions your achievement throughout the year, which you have done in your function, beyond your function, or even extracurricular, something which you did, which you are very proud of, which helped the manager, which helped the team, or which helped the company. Second thing you must do before the appraisal system is focus on your KRA and make a list of all the achievements which you have done beyond your KRA. Because see, if you meet the KRA, if you have achieved 100% of the KRA which has been given to you, then you meet the expectation, which means you get the middle rating. You don't get the top rating. You always get the top rating for something which you have done beyond your KRA. Either you have achieved say around 130%, 140% of your KRA, or you have done something which other team member has not done. Please remember, your manager also need to make a balance, and he has to give justification to all the team members that why he has rated somebody higher and somebody lower. Third thing which you should do before annual performance appraisal is that you must understand what is important for your manager, your reviewer, and for your company. This is something which is very, very critical. Every organization and every manager, every function has certain priorities, has certain challenges. For example, if you are working in any company where the value is volunteering, you need to go and help the community, then you need to focus there beyond your KRA. In some of the organization, a customer satisfaction could be one of the parameters. Then you must take up certain project in the area of customer satisfaction. So similarly, you need to understand what is the priority of your manager, what is the priority of your reviewer and the organization. And throughout the year, you must work on 2-3 areas which is very, very important. And I'm sure most of you have worked on those areas. What you need to do is capture those things before the meeting, keep it in your success file so that you don't forget to tell during the discussion. Fourth tip before the annual performance appraisal is that you must send a quarterly update to your manager, your reviewer, your functional head, and some key stakeholders in the organization. Not from the perspective of showing off, or not from the perspective of in any negative sense. It has to be in a positive sense, but your objective is that you must share an update that you are doing this and to seek certain guidance. So it may be a good practice to share once in a quarter update to these stakeholders, including your manager and reviewer, and ask for certain feedback, ask for their guidance. If you haven't done that, this may be a right time. You still have a few weeks to go, so you can start from this time onwards. It serves two objectives. One, you are trying to get their feedback. Second, you are always on their top of the mind. You are always on their radar. So if something good comes up, your name will come. If you want to do more, and if you are feeling comfortable, and if you have an open culture in your organization, then apart from sending quarterly update, it may be a good practice to go and meet those people. Seek feedback from your manager on a quarterly basis, seek feedback from your reviewer and some of the key stakeholders, either in your function as well as in other functions. Go and meet them. Show what you are doing, discuss what you are doing, and try to gather some insights. So this will be a good practice. Now that sets the foundation, because you have done all the preparation, you have all the documents to get into the meeting with your manager. So during the discussions, some things which are very important, which you need to take care if you are looking to score the highest performance rating in your company. The first thing is that make yourself comfortable and your manager comfortable. Don't be in hurry. Manager is not your enemy, he is your friend. He also wants to give better rating to you. The second thing is that don't talk, show. So any question comes, obviously you will be talking and you will be saying that you have done this, you have done that, you have done that. But in addition to your discussions or your communication, your articulation of your achievements, you must also have your show file ready to show it to him. Second thing is that you need to articulate success. Nobody is going to speak for you. You need to speak for yourself. So there are some introvert employees, those who are there, they feel that manager is my manager and he should know what I have done. Why should I go and tell what I have done? Some introvert people feel uncomfortable. But remember, this is an annual appraisal discussion. This is not the time to be shy. This is the time to communicate what you have done. So communicate your success. The third is establish certain common ground. There would be some interest area, there would be some priority area for your manager, and there would be some area in which you have worked. Try to create a common ground. Try to strike a balance. Try to strike a chord with your manager and your reviewer in the discussion. It helps. The next is have a common goal, but be flexible. For example, if your last year rating was not good because of whatever reason, so you need to communicate very clearly that last year your rating was not good. This year you have done this many achievements, and this year you expect that you will be getting a better rating. So you need to communicate in addition to your success, in addition to your achievements, why and what you are looking for. Next is make your career aspirations very clear. Now performance management is not all about this year's rating only. It's also about the career aspiration which you have. What are you looking to? What role you are looking to? What kind of experiences which you want to gather? What kind of training you want to go through? So you need to be very clear on your career aspiration, at least for the next 2 years time, so that you are able to very clearly articulate to your manager that this is the role which you are looking for, this is the competency you want to build. So this is very, very important which needs to be done. Once the performance discussion has got over, the third section is what you should do after the meeting. And this is very important because performance appraisal discussions, the rating does not get finalized that day. It takes at least 2-3 weeks from your discussion for the final rating to get finalized. So after the meeting, you must go to the manager and the reviewer and some people in the organization to whom you think you have been interacting earlier, or you have been sending update and seeking their input also. after the meeting, go and thank them, go and update them about the performance appraisal discussion which you had, what went well and what are the area which your manager told you to improve on. Just update them. This may be one reason for you. The second objective is also to be in their top of the mind, because at the next level, when the normalization is happening, they should remember you and they should take care of your rating. So meeting manager, reviewer and some key stakeholders in the organization after your performance rating is very, very important. Keep in mind that you don't have either before meeting, during the performance appraisal discussion or after the performance appraisal discussion. Whatever I have shared with you, whatever tips I have shared with you, you don't have to ask for any favor. You don't have to do anything which is not in line with your values or not in line with your ethics. It is just that the update you are providing them. It is just that you need to act in such a manner that you are trying to get feedback from them and you are trying to improve them. Trust me, these insights will definitely help. Also remember that every organization wants to retain their employee. Every organization wants to give their employee the best of the rating, the best of the increment and best of the bonus. So it is very important that you understand the performance appraisal system in your organization, and with the tips which I have shared with you, you try to navigate that. Just performance is not enough. I am sure these tips which I have shared with you will help you in some way to get better rating than last year and your flourishing career ahead. I wish you all the best and may you get the best rating.